right there in the middle.
Was it always called Surf 2, or did it have another title? Or?
It was originally called Surf Trash. And,
That's a great title.
but when we got to Surf 2, the end of the trilogy, we stuck with that.
We were in the Guinness World Record. They had a Guinness World Record movie book, and Surf 2 was listed. Said it was the first movie there was no 1. It was Surf 2. So a bit of movie history.
Yeah, the two taglines were Surf 2, there was no Surf 1. And the other tagline was Surf 2, the end of the trilogy.
Right. And then a lot of wise guy critics, I hope there's no Surf 3, they said. Very funny, very funny.
Actually, Leonard Maltin liked it, so.
Did he?
We had
Right on.
we had previewed the sales force on the picture at the Cannes Film Festival with a company called Arista Films, and he really felt that the way to go was 3D. So the original, although the original poster on the film is it says Surf 2 in 3D, but Randall and I never really bought onto it, so he didn't shoot in 3D.
But there's room for Surf 3D.
Yes.
Yeah. Get a letter writing campaign going, folks.
Would Menlo come back for a surf trilogy?
Oh, are you kidding? Yeah, I had a great time. I mean, this was, I often think what was the craziest time of my career, and when I saw this might be it. This might be the weird, and I did some weird films in the 80s. This might be the weirdest one.
All right, let's get a couple more questions if there are any. I saw some hands up there. Oh, you sir.
I think it's a brilliant movie. Like, I really do. Like, no shit, it's brilliant. But of course, like farcical comedies, or wild comedies, anarchy comedies don't often get a lot of respect. Are you proud of it? The movie that you made, Randall?
Overall, well, I sat there and laughed. I mean, I hadn't seen it in a while. Yeah, I mean, it's a one of a kind thing. I mean, it's just one of those, wacky coming together of time and people, and just it happened. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I mean, it didn't help my directing career. I can tell you.
That's because you were right and everybody else was wrong.
That's right.
It certainly was a pleasure to actually see it with a full audience. Usually we would see it in the screening rooms, or we do sneak previews, and we never really hit the right audience. And you guys were really enthusiastic, and you made it come alive, really. I mean, you laughed at all the right places, and you got all the lines, even some of the subtle lines that are hidden in this movie. You got them, and you made it come alive. It's the first time I've seen this movie like that, and I sort of like it.
I've been watching it on YouTube. I see it on YouTube. I watch it alone in my underwear.
Just to give you a little nomenclature of the film, the first unit stuff, we did, like I said, all up and down. The set again was on that little warehouse. Scott Dietrich was the second unit surfing guy. He's a famous surfing. And his poor task, unfortunately for him, was he shot everything after we shot first unit. So he had to match, the wigs. He got some really good surfers, and he had to match Eric Stoltz with his crazy red hair. And I don't know if you noticed some of it, but the wig that they had on was pretty bad. And, all of the stuff that we did out of the open ocean, supposedly. We did at the big pool near 20th Century Fox in the park there. We put a big black duvetine thing in that pool and shot with a crane in that pool and controlled
A rec center pool.
the rec center pool over by
Rancho Park.
Rancho Park.
Yeah.
What else? Well, the famous theater was the Hermosa Beach Theater. The Cove is now gone. It's an office building, and so a lot of the locations actually are gone.
And the pier at Paradise Cove went in one of the big storms, so it's gone.
That's one more hand in the middle. I guess this is the time for one more question. So if you want to have the king of questions, you got it. All right, it's you.
Me?
Yeah.
The eating sequence. What are they really eating?
I was just stuff. It was mostly a gelatin and you know, things that have been baked and just
David Scott was our prop man, and we had a dog and pony show and brought a lot of stuff to Randall to see. It was manufactured by a lot of that stuff was done by the hand prop room. You know, they had to come up with special molds and stuff like that. It was basically
Tasted really good.
yeah, it was like gummy bears. That's what it was. It was made out of gummy bear material and colored correctly. And Big Head would be our tester. He would, you know, he volunteered, and anything we throw at him, he'd eat it. So.
Hey, we have a really great American actor here. I want everyone to give a big round of applause for Clu Gallagher.
We do want to thank you guys for coming, but before we say goodbye to them, and thank everybody for being here, and we're going to come up on a talking chimpanzee movie shortly, so don't anybody go home. But I did want to get one last loud Menlo Schwartzer. I hate those stupid surfers, if you don't mind, because that's a dream of mine to hear you say that in person.
I hate those stupid surfers.
Thanks all you guys for being here. These guys are hanging out, so talk to them and have fun. We're going to take a short break, 10-minute break. 10-minute break, and we'll be back here for some serious chimpanzee raging action.